Hello again, world, and welcome back into my garden. This is Anne. We are at what, the 6th day of May? Okay, so I'm going to be giving you guys a garden tour slash update. So I'm going to be starting with my fruit trees, and as you can see from the introduction, these are my pomegranates. Now I have two varieties growing in the same place. So we have this orange skin, and we have the green skin. All right. In my estimation, the green skin is the sweeter of the two pomegranates. It is also the bigger of the two, and therefore, um, I tend to eat the green skin one more than I do the orange one. The orange one is more susceptible, that's the word, yes, to diseases. Henceforth, I keep a watchful eye on it so that whatever may afflict it does not spread to the green. All right, so let's move on. So this is my Myers lemon tree, and as of now, it has three small lemons on there. I have harvested all the bigger ones that came on there. Um, right beside the Myers lemon is my grape plant that needs to be trellised for the 100th time. I keep saying this, but I have not done it. All right. So the truth of the matter is, I am the person who's going to have to build this trellis. And of yet, I have not considered which one I'm going to be doing. But I need to get it done fast so that I don't hinder the process or the progress of this grape plant. All right. Right next door to the Myers lemon and the grape is my custard apple plant. It shed all of its old leaves and has put on all new leaves and is splendiferous in its appearance in this season. All right, so I'm going to take you now to see what is my Valencia orange. Please note the size of the oranges on this plant, okay? All right, so this orange plant has about a half of a dozen oranges on there. It has on two crops of orange just now. Yeah, two. So this is from the older stock, and that is the newer stock, and there's another one. I think my grandson picked some of the younger ones off the tree. Nevertheless, ain't no bother. So that is what now. All right. So we're moving along. I'll show you some more trees in my front yard. All of the trees I've shown you so far are in my front yard. Two mulberry plant. This is one, and this is one. These are new mulberry. They were propagated from the larger one that I had in the backyard that my son accidentally chopped down. As of right now, this one is putting on mulberries. All right. All right. So that's mulberries. My sweet sap tree that needs to be pruned desperately. It is getting out of control. It has blossoms on there, but I've only seen one fruit so far. But there was two, and the birds ate the one that ripened. But there's another one up there somewhere. Right. So over from the sweet sap tree, we have. I'll show you my plantings before I get to the other plants. Okay. This is planting number one, and I'll pan around so that you can see planting number two, and I have another planting in the backyard. So over from that, this is my Nesberry tree that is presently in blossom. All right. This is the second set of blossoms. The first set it put on, the wind came and everything went. This time we had a heavy wind the other day, and I noticed that most of the blossoms held. So I guess I'm going to be having nesberries from my tree shortly. Ha! I have a Julie mango tree that is presently in bearing. Da-da-dee. Da-da-da. There are mangoes aplenty on there. I'm going to ask you all a question. Ever notice that when you have a fruit tree that is close to a borderline, that the bulk of the fruits tend to grow over the neighbor's yard? I do not know what is wrong with this mango tree, you know. Tell me why I think my neighbors need more of the mangoes than I do. And I am the person who planted this mango tree. And this is my papaya that has borne once and has never borne again. And I'm telling you, the fruits never tasted so pretty. I don't know why I have it there, you know. I don't have a clue why I don't chop it down. I have no idea. Nevertheless, let it continue to live. It's holding a space until I get the tree I want to put right there. So those are the trees in the front yard. So in the front yard, as along with trees, I'm also growing some veg. So I'll show you those. So this is one of my tomato tree, and this one is in bearing. I have some hot pepper seedlings or suckers that I needed to have transplanted a long time ago, but I did not. So in this bed, I have rainbow carrots, and this bed need to be watered. All right. In the bed that has one of the mulberry, I have a tomato plant, and I have fever grass or lemongrass, whichever one you choose to call it. So in these two bags, I have sweet potatoes growing, and the sweet potato is nestled right beside a periwinkle plant. So I have two bags of sweet potato. Then we have another. This one is Scarlet Nance carrots. So it's an orange carrot. Then I have another bed that has tomato and sweet peppers. And this bed that has one of my planting has tomatoes. And I want you to notice the camaraderie between this tomato plant and the planting. Okay. They're embracing, okay? So there are more tomato plants in this bed as well. And it also hosts my mama sweet pepper. This sweet pepper plant is 2 years old. I am contemplating cutting it down, but I think I see it putting on new leaves, and if my eyes are not deceiving me, blossoms are there. All right, so let's just take it over. In this bed, I have some beets growing. Don't know if they're going to be doing well or not, but those are some beets. All right. So this is my seedling table, and these seedlings need to be transplanted. I'm saying it needs to be transplanted. I just need to go get that soil, top up that bed so I can do the transplant. Otherwise, all of this is just going to be planted. It's going to be wasted rather, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to be traveling up to the backyard now. Okay, so in the backyard, the trees tend to be a little smaller around here because these are newly planted for the most part. So that's my ackee tree. And I'm telling you, I think it has grown about 2 inches. Yeah, I appreciate this plant. Ha, y'all, my squashes are doing well. I soon come on the worm hunt. All right, and then this is my, I'm trying to remember if this is the Artanique, or I don't remember what the other orange was that I purchased. But I want you to see, y'all, that it's got blossom on it. Okay, all right. Blossoms are on the plant, man. All right. Then this is my other plantain. And I'm telling you, this was the biggest one that I got, but it's the worst looking one of the lot. So let us pan over now. Ha. This is my guava. And I'm noticing some things on there. I am trying to figure out if these are leaves or if these are blossoms. One of the guava connoisseur can tell me. Are those blossoms on my guava? Because I'd be ecstatic, to put it mildly. And if it is this an indication of the type of guava that will be born? Or is it going to turn round? I don't know. This guava has never born since I've had it, what, 3, 4 years going on? Yeah. And no once it had on suckers and all of them just dried up and fell off the plant. And it's quite a number of these on there. So that's why I'm wondering if those are actually fruit sets. All right, so that would be my guava plant. This is my cherry. And I think that concludes the trees that are in the backyard. However, in the bed that has the cherry, I have sweet peppers. All of these have borne already, and they're on their second go around. Yep. I just showed you my squash, and among the squash are some beans. So that's a bean plant. That's a bean plant. That's a bean plant. Yep, those are beans. Ooh, my one and only surviving zinnia is growing, but this look like the slugs are taking nibbles out of the leaves. I mean, this cabbage has been here for forever, and it don't look like it going anywhere. But I leave in it the whole space because I don't like when the ground is empty. All right. Those are my sorrel plants, some of which are already in bearing, and my eggplant is putting out fruit, and I'm grateful. This is another bean plant, more roselle that are bearing. That's moringa that I just broke. Those are tomatoes and butternut squashes that somehow don't seem to be doing as well as they were doing earlier. Don't know what is happening here. Um, that butternut don't look like it going any bigger than that. It almost look right because the little twiggly thing right beside it is actually dried up. So I'm going to be taking it off. Oh my, that's a baby butternut. All right. Not sure what's going on with the tomatoes up here, but almost all the tomatoes in the back garden tend to be having curling leaves. Don't have a clue why. Could that be because I have changed the watering cycle? Because prior to me stop watering in the evenings, I never had this problem with the leaves curling. There was but one plant that had curling leaves up here. Nevertheless, we see continuing in this bed, there is more butternut. That should be a sweet pepper plant as well. I planted about 3 sweet pepper plants in this bed and a hot pepper, and all that's the only one that have survived. Compliments of Brother Frog. This is my cassava, and it's growing nicely. This is a volunteer bean. It's a volunteer bean. This is not a broad bean like the white ones, like the ones I showed earlier. More roselle. Yeah. Oh, how could I have said that I didn't have any more tree up? This is a pomegranate that is really struggling in the soil up here. I think the marl up at this side of the garden is why this is struggling so badly. So let us pan around now. All right, so we now are looking at my, oh my word, this is a ginormous burgundy okra that needs to be harvested. I'm not leaving it on the plant at all. Wow, that's big. So that's my, I have a number of burgundy okras in this bed. I think it's about 6. Yep. And they have been producing for me beautifully. I can't complain, folks. I mean, every day I can pick 4 or 5 okras. Yeah. My hot peppers, the trees have grown somewhat. These are scotches. They have grown. I'll tell you the story. These peppers have been here for over 2 years. At one stage, I wondered if they were ever going to grow, but they have begun to grow, and I'm appreciating them for that. So over in this bed, I have sugar cane. So that's sugar cane, sugar cane. The bean is covering them up, but I have pineapple planted down there. And instead of them beer, them change color to red. I don't have a clue what's going on with the pineapples. More cassava over here. And interspersed with the cassava are some hot pepper. No, these are sweet peppers rather, not hot pepper. Bean, more, ouch, cassava. And alas, my melon that is doing really good is growing and growing and growing. That's the one that has survived thus far. All right. Basically, oh my word. I have some blue curl kale up here. And I harvested from this one 2 days ago. And there are some leaves that are of sizable quantity or proportion that could be harvested. My lone callaloo that has been so prolific in its bearing. Those are all of these Malabar spinach, hot pepper. Lie, ain't no hot pepper. This is sweet pepper again. That's the hot pepper. That's another Scotch bonnet pepper. That is a callaloo that appears to be dying. Another sweet pepper over there. This bed was ravaged by brother frog. This is my lone cowpeas, and it really is thriving. These are flowers from what I had purchased. It was called a wildflower mix. Yes, that's what these are. So as we come to the wildflower mix, I noticed something on these flower the other day. Anybody know what this flower is called? Because, oops, sorry. After it put out that little yellow bell looking thing, then it puts forth that little something thing that almost look like the casing that you'll see on a tomato. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if that is the seed pod. I have no clue. This is all new in terms of flowers for growing for me. I have never grown this type of a plant before. Mine has always been stuff like the zinnias, the what's the name of that flower? Chrysanthemum, marigolds. Yeah, those are the type of flowers I've grown. But I saw this wildflower mix and I purchased, and ooh, kind of strange growing. All right, so that's my broccoli. One of them. More blue curl kale in here. Um, all right, so this is where I first noticed the curly stuff. My opinion is that I should just remove these two tomato plants because that's where I started first happening on these two tomato plants. So I'm of the mind that I should remove them from the garden. Do you have a clue what is wrong? I've never seen it like that before. So if somebody know what is happening and it's something that is treatable, leave a comment so that I could do something to fix my garden. I don't like when my garden look like it is being defeated. All right, this is another curl kale in there, mixed in with the marigold. That's burgundy okra. And as small as this plant is, I've harvested from this one as well. That's my other broccoli. More broccoli, so I have 3 broccolis in here. This is my Swiss chard. This is the white and a yellow. The pink one is over that side and more yellow down there. This is my orange marigold. Yes. So that's basically what I have in these beds. Ooh. So in this bed, I have planted 2 cucumber plants, and it has some onion sets in there as well. I need to water my garden. I did not water this morning. I was trapped for time. So in this planter that I created from my grandson's old bird cage, all I did was just to put a fine bag in it and transplanted some of my sweet pepper in there, but something is eating down the sweet pepper. This is actually the top portion of the same bird cage that I put some soil in, and I've transplanted one of my rosemary in there and a tomato, and the tomato is doing well. Yes, folks, so that's basically what's going on in the garden. And I'll continue to keep you updated on the progress, be it good or bad, because we are all about transparency here. All right? Until we meet up again on this same channel. This is Anne reminding you to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so, to like the videos, to share the videos, to leave a comment. I value your comments. To press the post notification bell so that you can be notified each time a new video is uploaded. Thank you to all my old subscribers and for those who just come to view. I value you too. Until we meet up again, have a blessed evening. Jaguide.